Hello, the game has started and it's me to go first. I'll just say hello to my opponent. I have a poor rack and it looks like I'll exchange a few. SN blank, I quite like that. Yeah. That's better. Pinatas. Taipans. There's countless bingos here, so let's see what opponent does. Oh, he's changed. Let's go with pinatas because it duplicates a tile on the rack. Not a bad pickup. Fairly balanced. Opponent has bingoed with joinders. Looking to get rid of B, O and G. Maybe the other O as well. Board. I draw the F for score, but I don't think there's a bingo here. A 7 or an 8. Created a bit of a hot spot at 13C. That could score quite well for my opponent. Acidifies. Not quite. Mafic. Sorts the rack out. A little bit volatile, opening up column A. Not a good pickup. Actually, one way to get rid of 2 I's, 2 T's and a U. Jagger. Sorts the rack out, doesn't score very well. Gain. Jaguar. Jagia. Clear the rack out. That's a little bit better. Heteri. Heteri. Hetera. Hetera for 74. I draw the W, but two L's kind of spoils it a bit. Opponent likely to play at A1 down because of the score if it offers. Wold, I think, might be good. 25 does create an X hotspot and a Z hotspot, so I don't like that play. Okay, opponent doesn't play where I thought he would. Todar. I think Todar needs to have a H at the end. AWOL 33. Not a bad pickup. Elevated, not quite. Levitated through IT. Valuated, no. W creates a scoring opportunity, so weaved. Wavelet. But is there a bingo here? Valet. Valet is a bingo, but does it play? Almost. SA, no good. Does valet have an anagram? Not that I can see. Let's go with wavelet. Not a great pickup. I don't have any scoring tiles and I'm not close to a bingo. I do have a little bit of a lead, but opponent could bingo at any time. Dido 20. What about the C? Ooh, C's taken. Doused and droid. No, doused is no good. Doused takes a T though. Do I go with Dido? Yeah, I'm going with Dido. Not great. I should have had a look at the vowel consonant balance. I've just noticed there are far more consonants than vowels. And if opponent takes more than 3 out the bag, I can't change. So this is a little bit worrying. Good bingo lanes, bingo floaters in Crimea, So maybe a play of Grens for 12 will get me out of trouble. It'll take out 3 bingo floaters and sort the rack out somewhat. Perhaps opponent will realise that I'm stuck with vowels. Now there's also... there's gear here. Gears for 17. That's the second best. I just think that taking out these floaters is quite important, because opponent needs a bingo to win, I think. Or maybe not. If he scores well with the X. Wow, X, Q and Z to come. Okay, opponent's played there. I've got to play here, I think. Grens. Hopefully I'll pick up. What's the other option? Gears 16. What to do? I don't think it makes a huge difference between the two plays. There are a couple of ends to come, so I need to... I think I'm going to play this one, even though it scores slightly less. Okay, the Q, Z and X are all going to be played by my opponent, which is a real worry, because he could potentially outrun me depending on how much flexibility the X and the Z, how much flexibility the board offers him with the tiles he has on his rack. So, not looking good here. Wow, actually, opponent has no vowels now. Interesting. Interesting, what to do? What can opponent do with the Z? I'd love to go out in 2 here. What about fur? Ulan, I think, might be good. Ulan and furl, yeah. Ulan. I don't know about furl. Just 24 points separate our scores. What can opponent do with that Z? And the X. What a strange end to the game. Unlay. I have key, Q-U-A-Y, but that would give a vowel to opponent to play through. Opponent down to under. Oh, he plays the Z there, so let's do unlay for 39. Ferrule, I didn't think it was good, but Fern is good. Vera. Unlay 17. So that's the end of the game. 391 to 323. Not a very high scoring game. Let's see what we missed. Back to the beginning. I don't think using the blank on the very first move is optimal. So I went with an exchange and then opponent exchanges. Now I've got pianist, pinatas, a whole bunch of bingos there. Go with pinatas. Joinders for 82. Only bingo available. And opponent gets that one down. Then Board for 30 was the highest score, but Gobo for 27, slightly better rack leave, marginal difference. One too many vowels for opponent. He goes with acid for 21. And then Fame, 35 at 7G. That's quite nice. Creates a hotspot above ES. Mafia, quite nice. Acidemia. I was thinking of the extensions. And acidemia is a 5-vowel 8 that I have studied. Acidemia. So fig jam. That's quite nice as well. Anyway, I went with Mafic for 24. Opponent has Tituli for 33, highest score. And then no bingo here. Aga for 29 at F10. Ah, yeah, that's quite nice. Aga. I went with Jagia, which also frustrated these floaters, so I thought in terms of taking out bingo opportunities for opponent, it did, or at least frustrating the floaters, it did hold some merit. Boop for 26 seems fine for opponent. Then a couple of bingos here, Hetere and Chete. Chete, same spot, B2 down. And then Kui for 36. Opponent could have got rid of a few vowels there. And he went with Douse. Wold for 33 at C3. That's quite nice. Wold, Callow, 36, Cotwall. Yeah, some good scores there. H10, Callow. Okay, I went with AWOL. And then opponent's got woke for 52. That's huge. It's practically a bingo. Then I had valet, but no spot for it. Wavelet for 39 seems fine, but carved. Yeah. Carved is nice because look at that rack leave. ET versus D. Yeah, that's why you get an extra 4-point equity. Opponent's got acidometry. Very nice. There's a 10-letter word. Huge score, 54. Cymea comes down for 39. That's not bad as a second best. Dirndl. That's one of those weird looking words with only one vowel and difficult to pronounce. Dirndl. Where did that play? 2I. Dirndl ending at N2. That would have been a good score. Dido was okay though, and then U for 24. Opponent went with tie. Now I took a bit of time over this move because I thought, the remaining pool didn't suggest that a bingo was imminent, but I did want to take out these useful floating vowels because even if opponent couldn't bingo, he needed vowels at this stage to utilize. And this was the only real scoring spot. So play of key, Q-U-E-Y, for example, or AX. Yeah, I think, or even a Z play. So I think this spot needed to be taken out. So happy to have done that. And then opponent, yeah, he's got the Q and the X at this stage. Sex for 49, that's huge. Where was that? K 10. Dowsets and sex. No O's to come, so that would have been safe, the EX. And look at the score. 49 would have put opponent on 331. That would have put the cat amongst the pigeons. Now, I had a fairly balanced rack. No bingo. Certainly not going to play key because of how it helps my opponent. And Fernley at 4K. Definitely not playing Fernley either. Although Furley, F-E-R-L-Y, Fernie, they don't really help opponent because they don't leave vowels there, but they do take out this U, and that's what I was trying to achieve with fur, and also a 2-play out is what I had in mind. Now Nixie for 25, 11G. Ah, nice. Nixie. But then that's 25. That gives opponent a 1-point lead. But then I've got the outplay of unlay. Unlay, yeah. $17. Yeah, and that did the job. So that was the end of the game. Quite a low scoring one, but sometimes those are good games to focus more on a bit of strategy rather than just pounding big scores all the way from beginning to end. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.